I don't tire of that view one single day. It's always different. It changes from day to day, season to season.
We so appreciate it.
Mark and Marianne Blazar love the view from their Orchard Inn. They love each other, too. It's a romance that began more than 40 years ago.
We met in the Virgin Islands. Both of us had a charter boat, so we basically had a B&B on water. And that's how we met, sailing.
They later worked as corporate photographers, traveling the world with their Fortune 100 clients.
It was a wonderful gig.
The Blazars' travel was an education in the hospitality industry. They decided to stop traveling and search for a bed and breakfast inn to buy.
From Napa Valley to Vermont, for places where we either had friends or family, or we know it was very pretty. Didn't really find anything that totally spoke to us until somebody told us about Saluda. We had no idea about Saluda, but we came here and I think it was love at first sight.
The Blazars bought the Orchard Inn in 2010.
We looked at each other and said, we can really do something special here.
A railroad union originally built the house in 1926 as a retreat for clerks and agents.
The concept was for the average working guy to be able to vacation like a Rockefeller.
The railroad union owned it until the mid-50s. After that,
it was a number of different incarnations, different owners.
It became a bed and breakfast inn in 1980 and had several owners until the Blazars purchased it and put their own spin on this inn.
What we've tried to create here is an elegant, stress-free environment where people can come and relax, renew, refresh.
When you arrive, you may be greeted by Clayton and Murray.
When people arrive, they go out to the car and wag their tails and welcome them to the inn.
Past the expansive front porch and inside the front door is the main living area. It's large but cozy with comfortable chairs, sofas, and a stone fireplace. Downstairs is the game room with a pool table and fireplace.
That space gets used a lot and is very well appreciated.
It also has a 60-inch television.
I gotta say, it's the least used TV in North Carolina.
Even though there are no TVs in the inn's guest rooms, the Blazars say their guests wanted it that way. There are 9 rooms in the main house, and there are 5 cottages alongside. 4 each sleep 2 people, and a larger one sleeps 8. In 2018, the Blazars built this addition. Upstairs, there are 2 luxury suites with mountain views.
We have 16 different accommodations in total, and they vary in price and amenities so that there's really a nice variety and something for everybody.
Below the suites is a spa offering facials and massages.
Very simple, very zen, no frou-frou, just a very relaxing place.
Colored by the Feed the Foothills experience.
Next door is a yoga room that doubles as a meeting space. But the inn's centerpiece is Newman's Restaurant with its stunning mountain views. It's named for one of the Blazers' cats, who is named for
Paul Newman,
For
Blue
me,
Eyes.
it was Seinfeld.
A stay here includes breakfast at Newman's. There are danishes, scones, homemade granola, Greek yogurt and fruit, steel-cut oatmeal, and a main course like Austrian crepes or eggs any way you like.
A lot of time now, our guests say, well, we don't need lunch. That was a big breakfast.
The Blazars decided to open Newman's to the public for Sunday brunch and for dinner Thursday through Saturday nights.
We limit the number of people we serve each night because quality is the most important thing for us.
Chef Aaron Edwards creates dishes using locally sourced and organic ingredients whenever possible.
My style is New American, which simply means that we borrow flavors from world cuisines.
The lobster cauliflower gratin is cooked in Mornay sauce and infused with white wine.
I've always loved the combination of cauliflower and shellfish.
The duck confit is slow cooked until tender.
And it's finished under a broiler to give a crisp to the skin.
It's served with apple butter polenta, grilled apple, sautéed Brussels sprouts, and a carrot and parsnip salad. And Edwards puts his own twist on chocolate cake.
That is paired with a Belgian chocolate cremeux which is basically a frozen chocolate custard that's gelatinized.
It's served with whipped cream, toasted hazelnuts, and raspberries.
More than anything, I just want to make people happy. I want to make good food.
The dining and everything here makes Steve and Gail Dula happy.
They strive for perfection and get there most of the time.
That's brought the Dulas back more than 30 times.
It's just like coming back to see a group of friends.
And how do they spend most of their time here?
Read, sit in front of the fireplace.
Take a nap.
There is plenty to do around Saluda.
Downtown is a lovely place to stroll or shop.
The area offers hiking, kayaking, fly fishing, and zip lining.
It's a very eco-tourist destination.
But the Orchard Inn is its own destination.
There are a number of guests who come multiple times a year, and they never leave the property the whole time they're here.
They just sit out there and just enjoy and soak in the views. When people ask me, how do you define the Orchard Inn? I said, if you come to the Orchard Inn and you can't relax, there's no hope for you.
Let the Blazars show you how.
We can actually sit there and relax. It's just wonderful. You get never tired of this. This is a gift to be in this place.
The Orchard Inn is at 100 Orchard Lane, number 9706 in Saluda. To book a room or find out more, give them a call at 828-749-5471 or visit them online at orchardinn.com.